Are y'all getting into that background? Did you see it? The little GIF background? I can't hear you. Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
y'all.
I've been moving around stuff, so I was like, dang, but
I
I was
know
just
you have.
muted.
Yeah, you just moved stuff around. I did that at like 3 a.m. Let's see. Super cute.
Yeah, I look. I'm gonna ask you later. I noticed that. I was like, oh my gosh, it's moving.
Yes.
It's
We
cute.
gotta. We will. Let's see. You go live Sunday?
No. Well, nah.
I'm gonna walk you through it.
Okay.
We're gonna have a Zoom date and
Okay.
walk you through all of it because I just discovered that and some other stuff.
I'm
So
here for it because I've been trying to make my stuff move. It looks better that way.
I know, isn't it?
It's
I got some other stuff up my sleeve that I
okay.
figured out how to do since folks want to hold all that information. But I figured it out last night. High on thing. But anyway, y'all, hey. Let me change the background because it does get a little busy as we go along. But how are you guys doing? So good to see you guys here for Sippin' and Just Saying with Lauren and Melissa. Lauren, Melissa, and Melissa. Listen,
The Melissa Show.
I might end up changing it. The Melissa Show. So before we get started, y'all, listen, I'm Melissa Berrien, your host of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. And Lauren, you are?
Lauren Melissa from Lauren Melissa on YouTube. Go subscribe.
There you go. All right. Invite me to the class. Listen, TJ, Lauren is literally the only person that have taken advantage of the fact that I will help you. We can figure it out together. But she will tell you, I've been showing her some stuff. Like I don't hold on to the goods. Listen. So I will invite you, and you got to promise to come up. But we're not gonna go live.
We're not gonna go live. Yeah,
not gonna go live. You're not gonna go live. But yeah, we've been doing some stuff behind the scenes. Yeah. I'm not stingy with the knowledge, but I'm not gonna call you. Not you, TJ, but like I'm not calling people to ask
call people.
Right? Can I help you? Yeah,
it's a lot. Yeah.
So we'll text you. We'll text you, TJ.
And you'll get some more stuff because there's going to be a lunch with Lauren with Melissa coming soon. So if y'all want to know, listen, I usually don't tell my guests probably until like a couple of days before what I'm going to talk about, just so that.
But what is left for us to talk about? That's what I was sitting here thinking.
Well, there's stuff. There's enough. So I'm not gonna spill all the beans on here. Y'all just gotta make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can catch the exclusive interview with me and Melissa. So
I can't wait. I'm really excited because I was like, what the I'm gonna tell you, I'm a nervous guest. It's really weird because I'm very confident on camera, but I think it's the lack of control. I don't know what you're going to ask me. I like the candidness of, hey, welcome. Don't prep me. Don't prime me.
And that's the beauty of Lunch with Lauren. Honestly, though, this is a conversation and you don't even realize like, oh, snap, like this is being recorded. That's what it's meant to be. So if somebody's nervous, you can tell and I'll be like, I can't hear this, So.
My only thing was I've never seen a Lunch with Lauren where you guys were actually eating. And me being a foodie, I already told you, I'm coming with food.
Listen, so it's funny because when I was on Instagram, I was eating at one point. Like I had food and then I got like self-conscious. I'm like, can they hear me chewing? Or, then it was like, okay, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to make lunch. And I was like, cutting vegetables one time. And somebody commented and was like, girl, you've been cutting that vegetable for I don't know how long. Cause I can't like cut and talk. So I was like, okay. As soon as I find a sweet spot, it's gonna happen.
Nibble is a sweet spot. Like I'm not gonna go ham on it because I gotta answer your questions. We're gonna engage, but they're definitely
we can eat on our show. We can eat when you come on. We can eat the show.
Okay.
Yeah, we can eat
the
show.
Anyway, y'all listen. Enough of the small talk. TJ, I'll definitely text you when we do that because we've been really bonded behind the scenes and the camaraderie that you see between us is really authentic and I really appreciate that. I really do. And so that's one thing for me that makes a good show regardless of who I'm doing what with. So anyway, TJ, same thing with you. We'll definitely be giving you a call. Anyway, y'all, we got a cute little lineup. And for those of you that noticed that we skipped the show a little bit earlier, listen. I'm not gonna put our secrets out there, Lauren. I ain't gonna do it.
No.
I ain't gonna tell the people, but let's just say I got a call from Lauren and she's like, hey, let's move it up because the Janet Jackson thing is coming on. And so we're going to be talking about the documentary. But so if you notice that we moved it up, yes, you're not going crazy. We did move the show up because we were going to get off here and then go watch the documentary. And then I don't know if I'm going to go live after, depending on what.
I mean, if you have, like, if you're up to it, I'll definitely join, and
okay, good. I'll take notes and everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we will go live after and discuss, because that's what everybody's going to be talking about.
Yeah.
So before we get to that, we have a few stories because we don't want to hold you. We want you to go get your popcorn, your loungewear, and get ready for all the things. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm scrolling today, and Lauren, I'm like, okay, Tisha Campbell is trending today. I click on the video and I was a little concerned. Now, here's the thing. Y'all know no serious topics, but I thought this was very worthy because I look out for you. I look out for my own daughter. I sent it to every female I know. And honestly, I think I did send it to my son-in-law and my son, because it's really not even about male or female. It's like, wow. So with that being said, let me, I hear little feedback. Let me show you. Yeah, and I don't have any more windows open. Let me tell you why she was trending, y'all. All right, y'all know I don't fool with TMZ because TMZ, listen, they don't be playing. All right, here it is. Here it is. Is this the video? Nope. I had it. All right, here we go. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. I don't think that she minds if I use her account. If she does, then sorry, everybody's using it. I'll use Complex. It's Complex. Nope, I'll use the Jasmine brand. We'll use this one. We will not use that one. That's not the right thing. Let's see. Lauren, you could talk.
Can you still hear feedback? Is it still feedback?
Nope, it's perfect.
Okay, cool. I wonder if it was just like one of my cords or something. But yeah, so this is a really interesting story. I'm gonna let her talk.
They don't have Ubers.
All right, here you go, y'all.
But I think I almost got snatched up. So they don't have Ubers where I'm filming, and I had to call a taxi. So I get this number, but the truck that the van that pulls up is real sketchy looking. But there's a guy in the back seat, right? So when he jumps out, the guy is just standing there. I thought he was getting dropped off, but he's just standing there. He goes, "Get in." And I go, "What?" He goes, "Get in." And I go, "No." And then I look at the car, look inside the car, it's fucked up. The rubber is pulled up from the bottom. There's dirt everywhere. The back seat looked like it's snatched out for a fucking reason. And so the guy in the front seat, the driver goes, "Get in the car." And I go, "Well, I'm not getting in the car." And the guy in the back is like kind of mushing his body towards me to get in the car. And the guy says, "Well, then get in the front seat then." And I said, "I'm not getting in that fucking car. Fuck y'all. Fuck out of here," right? I asked the lady at the front desk, I said, "Yo, who's the guy that gave me this number?" And she was like, "Why would he give you this number?" Yo, this trafficking shit is real, but they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Because I ain't Gina, bitch.
Okay. So did you see the video?
Yeah, so I saw the video, and it's crazy that it happened to her, because I mean, we hear very small stories about sex trafficking every now and then. It never makes national news, but here it's happening to somebody who is a big star, right? And the way America works is it's not going to be made a big deal unless one of them are missing or whatever. But sex trafficking really impacts the Black community. So that is just crazy. And honestly, people are getting more bold. And I don't know when that happened or like when, but it's getting ridiculous. Like, people aren't even trying to hide the fact that they may be predators or they may be in the game. It's just so obvious these days.
I thought about that when it's really weird, but the whole Candace situation on the haves and have-nots. And remember that one episode or the scene or the storyline of the hotel and how they were working and hey, it was room service.
Mm-hmm.
And they were running all kind of game. And I was like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then also I think back to high school. I think back to, the fast girls who were kind of into that. And honestly, the thing that concerns me is when you see these Facebook posts, hey, my niece is missing. Da 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 da.
Right.
Okay, kidding, she just came back. But then they don't tell us
what happened.
No, I want to know what happened so that we can have the conversation with ourselves and with with our kids and stuff. And that's why I brought this here. Because like I said, I know we're like no serious topics on Friday, but this was something that I really wanted to highlight today, because I was like, was a hotel worker giving her a Uber number? Like, where did she get the number?
Right. Like, I think about concierge.
Yes.
And like all of the people that like play a role, because when you think about it, and you can even go back to like the R. Kelly stuff, it was people that were like implicated, right? It's not just the person committing the crime, it's all the people that like made it happen. So I even have to think about the person that gave the number, the driver, the person in the passenger seat, like all these players have to be in place for this masterful thing to actually take place. And it's just so scary. Like, she's a whole adult.
She's
like imagine a teenager trying to get a ride to go, and you're trusting this front desk person to help you get the ride, in which most people do when you go out of town, right? You expect that the concierge is going to look out for you, and then this happens. Like, who can you trust? What's the little saying? If you can't go to Bella Noche, then where can you go?
Exactly. That's crazy. And then I thought about the fact, I love the fact that I wanted to point out, and I'll probably end up bleeping out some of the language, but the language was important because I think how forward and how aggressive she was is the reason why she got out of the situation. I want her to kind of update her once she calms her nerves.
You okay?
And just let us know, okay, where'd you get the number from? But it clearly was somebody from the hotel.
And I want to know too, like, if they had cameras out there, like, depending on where she was staying, were there any cameras, and like, even inside the lobby to see like who gave her the number, right?
Exactly.
Because the guy was nowhere to be found. What she said.
To be found. And the thing with Uber is, it's so weird, especially if you're like, I've almost gotten into the wrong Uber, or because I don't always pay attention to what kind of car is coming, or by some chance, the type of car that I'm looking for, I just saw gray, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, that's not for me. So I wanted to share this story to let everybody know, and just to remind us, really be safe. But then also, I got to get more from this story, because I'm like, what number did you get? Because you don't need a number to get an Uber.
Right. Or it could have been like a private car, like it could have been, what is it, like the black cars that you get from the airport and stuff. So it could have been that. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yes, they do talk about acting like it's a bear, get loud and aggressive. They don't like the attention. Well, I'm so glad she shout out for the nails. Thank you, Adrian. Hey, everyone in the chat. So I'm glad that she made it out, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back and give us more.
Oh, they got the wrong one. She is gonna take this to the real. She gonna take this to everywhere, and she should,
because when I saw it, I was like, whoa, because she was like, y'all don't be too alarmed, but I almost got taken. So I'm like, whoa, not good at all. That's so crazy. The bottom line is, y'all make sure that y'all are safe. Yes. You have to use your app. Yeah. But then again, even with some of the Ubers, like, the drivers are crazy.
Yeah. That was the scary part for me when Uber and all of them, like Lyft, started coming out, because at how quick, because I was an Uber driver at one point for a very short amount of time, till I was like, this is not okay. But like, how quickly they approve you. Like, there's no psychiatric evaluation. You just need a car with a registration and insurance, and a car that's not a broke down car, a hoopty.
Yep.
That's all. Them are the only requirements. And I'm just like, I need a psychiatric evaluation. I need to know that you ain't crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. I know. I've had some sketch ones, but I always used well, I still do impress upon my kids. They sometimes listen, but kid, your kid to me, but we always say, hey, keep your location on, especially when they're dating or new dates. I'm like, let me know where you're going, keep your location on. I don't know. I think people have always been crazy, but it just feels like nowadays people are crazy.
Yes, it's like no filter. Like somebody just like took the cap off and everybody was like, let's just, it's weird. It's so weird these days. Even it's other stories, but again, this is Sippin Friday.
Exactly.
Friday.
So we can segue to the next one, which is
Megan Good, y'all. So we all know that she got a divorce from Devin. I didn't even pronounce his name, but anyways, they got a divorce, and now she is like rebranding. Okay, if you will, that's what people are saying. They're calling it a rebrand, but there begs that question of like, well, did she ever change? Right? Was this always her? And we just was like, oh, she married a pastor. Let's tone her down, right? So she first she was like at a football game, I think, and she had something on the back of her jersey.
Yep.
And then now she's like preparing for that's the jersey I'm referring to. Then she is prepping for Miss Good if you're nasty. Okay. Then she's prepping for, I'm hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that they are beginning to shoot Harlem season 2 because it needs to come out like yesterday. But then this video right here.
Let me see if it shows us.
Yeah, maybe not.
It does. I got to share the
So anywho, the video basically, I didn't think anything was wrong with the video. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, she has a body. When you wear clothes, there you go.
I'm doing Megan good. I'm doing Megan good. I'm doing.
Music.
So she has a body, right? I mean, you can't hide it. I mean, she can wear baggy clothes, whatever. And to me, it's just, she's wearing a dress and she's walking to where she needs to go. We don't know if that's the outfit for her character or if that's, what she's just wearing on a regular day. We don't know. We do know that she's on set and she's getting ready to shoot something. Like that's it. But I personally didn't see anything wrong with the video. So one is like, did she ever change, or is change even necessary? And then two, what do you expect from, in my mind, a sex symbol? And that begs the question of like, could you actually be with a person that is very good looking and could be considered a sex symbol? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong. With that. So say for instance, if you were married to say who is
I don't know,
but Boris Kojo, if you will, right?
Here's the thing about marriage that a lot of people don't understand. To your point, unfortunately, the way some women are, the way marriage seems to work psychologically, a ring makes a man attractive. So it doesn't matter who he's with, who you're with, and how you're with him. He has that ring on, he's attractive. So to your point, I'm going to just say married to my husband, and could I be, as long as he takes care of home and stays faithful, I don't care. Like, that doesn't bother me. Now, I understand the craft. I'll say it that way. So could I be married to an actor? Some of those scenes are a bit much. But to keep the topic on Megan, I don't know too much about her pre-Devon, but I was team, okay, is she really saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Spirit like she's trying to say she is? And I don't know. Was she pretending? Was she trying? Was her Sierra experiment not working?
Or could it be like she is who she is, right? Like, I mean, you can still be saved, sanctified, and filled with
Absolutely.
the Holy Ghost with a body that's
Body
like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and we're gonna keep it on Megan, but people also gave what's her name? The sister to Mary. Not Tina, but the other one.
The other one.
The one that's married to the music producer. But I guess they both producers.
Not Tina, but gosh, what it's a Tina.
I can't even think of her name.
Good mornings with blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and she prays and everything in the morning.
So people were giving her grief. We're gonna think of her name in soon, y'all.
Right.
But people were giving her grief because she would wear like dresses that came to the knee, but they were too tight. Or
yeah, that's what
I'm saying. If you have wet hips, you cannot help it.
I have hips, and I have. To me, her dressing the way she wants to dress is not problematic to me at all. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, you can kind of see, I think what people are alluding to is you can kind of see her transformation back to the more skimpy clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that's what the issue is. But I don't mind. Listen, because I can't help it. I put on, something that someone that could be the same size as me is going to look absolutely different because I definitely have hips.
And I do want to add too, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's now single. When she was married, she dressed the part, right? Like when you're married, you assume a certain position. This ain't got nothing to do with Christianity. When you're married, you don't present yourself to be promiscuous, if you will, right?
Thirst traps.
So she dressed like a wife when she was married. She's not a wife anymore. She's single. So she's like, I'm going to dress the way I feel I may garner the attention. Fine, do what you do, boo. Because this dating world, do what you do.
That's her body. What's the problem? No problem over here.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. Can I have curves like that when I grow up? I mean,
you can buy them.
Yeah. Listen, I was going to play this video of someone that did buy them, and then we were going to have a whole conversation. We'll do it next week when I can bleep out all her, because she was in so much pain. So I can't show it because it's too much.
And I think Erica, that's her name.
Erica, jeez.
Yeah,
I'm talking about thank you, girl. I was like, good morning with, and I just was like, geez, why? Yes, Erica.
So,
and I'm shaped a little Erica like. I'm shaped a little, yes. Yeah. I'm blessed. So a lot of times you may think that I'm trying to portray a message, but that's just the clothes on me. Mm-hmm. So that could be that part too.
Yep. Speaking of body transformations and stuff like that, when we do have the conversation, we could probably talk about K. Michelle's new show on Lifetime. Mm-hmm. I don't know when it airs, but I find it very interesting that she's kind of like the host of the show. I have enough to say about her, but we could table that when we talk about.
I already put it down for next week.
Yeah,
because we can talk about that, and then a few other people, and even this sex symbol or whatever. She was a playmate or whatever, and she removed everything. And now she's talking about how nobody's even giving her any time of day or anything. So we definitely yes. So we could talk about that next week. So I just find it interesting that, number one, people are going to look for a message in everything that you do. And I think that's the problem with Megan. When she married Devon, they thought that she was going to go to wearing hijabs and just kind of walk and sing, do Hail Marys all day. And that's just not what Christianity is, especially modern Christianity. Like, women go to church looking like that. So, yeah. I say leave her alone.
I do too. And, leave her alone, but we all know that's not going to happen.
Nope.
Because people love trying to basically talk about faith in general and just like how, people. Yeah. So unfortunately, she kind of signed up for it.
Exactly. And she did say that about, I think I'm paraphrasing, but she did make a statement one time about how judgmental the Christian world was for her. And I can definitely see it. I can definitely see that they were very judgmental towards her. It's almost even like, I've even heard people say, oh, how could they film that scene or do this or do that? Like, even when I was in college and I took advanced art, and human study. Like I had to draw human bodies, naked bodies. It's not what you like. It's art at that point. Like
Right.
it's really not. Trust me. But people were like, "Oh my God, how could you do that?" And I'm like, "It's a body. Like it's our body. So it's just very interesting how people can be so closed-minded, but also judgmental because we choose to do certain things or experience certain things. And she just looks like she's just minding her business, living her life. And if you know anything about breakups, which we all do, she, regardless of the smile that she has on, she said it. She's going through it. Anyway, so yeah. Speaking of going through it, this next story is also someone that is going viral. And I'm like, I don't know. My open-mindedness is like, okay, leave her alone. But then the other side is like, oh, girl, too soon. Check this out. Let me find it. Oh my Lord. I can't wait to get you guys' opinion about this. And you all, please comment below. So this lady is going viral. Hopefully the video, because I paused it. There she is.
Yes. Yes, I saw it. I even posted it on my Instagram page. But yes, let's watch.
Hey you guys, so I wanted to give you guys a quick little tip on how to make a first impression last. Okay, so I've been talking to someone for literally like 2 days now, and we decided to have our first meetup, link, date, whatever you want to call it. And just through our conversation, I know for a fact he is an avid cigar smoker. He enjoys a good cigar over a glass of brandy or whiskey. I can't remember which one. I think it was whiskey. But I picked up on that little mental note. And I remembered that my dad is an avid cigar smoker and he has a really nice collection. So before getting on the road for our date today, I decided to stop by my parents' house and actually pick up a cigar. And my dad actually threw in a cigar cutter. And my mom, being the mom that she is, was like, oh my God, Samara, you can't take it just like that and hand a cigar in a cutter, wrap it. And I'm like, well, what do I have to wrap it with? Her crafty self had some twine in a paper bag. So I wrapped a cigar in literally a paper bag I folded up and some twine, and I really hope this is a good first impression.
Whew. That's me. I have done something like that before. Yeah.
It's me as a wife. It's me at heart. It's me as a girlfriend. But now that I know all that I know and everything, I'm so split.
Yeah.
Because what I jotted down, and then you can give me your points. First of all, I didn't know it was 2 days. When I first watched it, I thought she said 2 weeks. She said 2 days.
Yeah.
However, if that cigar didn't put her out financially, none of that.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Because she's setting her intentions, I guess. The traditional side of me is wait to see what he comes with first. But that's not what we're doing. So,
well, she's getting dragged actually. So the women are upset. They are upset. They are upset. They're, she's doing too much, and people are saying like, you just don't do that. But I am one of those people where, rules aside, I'm a nice person. If I think enough of you and I know it's something that you like, I'm going to get it for you. And now for you made a point to say if it didn't put her out financially. So if she had paid for it, would you how would that have swayed it for you?
It wouldn't have swayed it. What I'm saying is it wouldn't have swayed it because honestly, it's the thought that counts. And I'm a very, very attention to details. Like, it's very weird. And I feel like I'm weird for other people because I'll have a conversation and I'll just remember the most weirdest. And they'll be like, you remember that? And I'm like, yeah, you said your aunt was Betty. And how's Aunt Betty doing? And she had on red shoes. And there's the red shoes on Betty. And I am very, very attentive to details. And so my only concern is that it's just been 2 days, but at the same time, it's cute. And what could it hurt? And that's what I mean when I say it didn't put her out. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But they are dragging her.
They are. And I feel bad because I'm like, dang, this is how it should be. I mean, even if he didn't come with anything, because they said like she made a video afterwards and said that they ended up going to an actual cigar bar and he like
Nice.
taught her how to, smoke a good cigar. They also went to a record store because he remembered that she liked records. And so,
Oh, I love it.
I mean, and I don't think the record store was planned, but he probably was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something for you too. And so
Right.
for me, and I'm just gonna talk about my experience. And
Right.
I do, like, if I'm talking to a guy, like I don't want to say spoil him, but I will do something nice, like out
Absolutely.
of the ordinary.
Absolutely.
And it's not so much to be like be different or to be set,
Thirsty or- yeah.
like that's not it. It's just like I have a good heart, and unfortunately, the world is evil. When
Yep.
I can give an example. I knew this guy liked a certain rap group, and I knew this guy drank coffee. So I found this mug with the rap group thing that he liked on the mug, and
Yeah.
I got it for him. You would have thought I committed the crime. I got called all types of names, like you're a star, like you're doing too much at this point. It's obsession. I'm like, what? I said, I'm not obsessed. I just want to do something nice. Like it's just a mug. It's harmless.
Yes. That's my point. The cigar is harmless. Like she didn't buy him a car. She didn't buy him land. That's what I mean when I say it didn't put her out financially,
Yeah.
And I think the other point that I was making is I always tell my kids, I always tell anybody that is in a space where they felt like they were used, abused, or anything. I believe, as Pollyanna as it may sound, I believe you can never go wrong being nice and being kind and being attentive.
Yeah.
And so if he's not the one, at least he knows, hey, I got a glimpse of niceness and being kind.
Yes.
That you left an impression. And it might not, it wasn't for a lifetime, but at least he could say that sis was thoughtful.
Yes.
Because I always say you don't have to, it's their loss. If someone loses your kindness, that's their loss. And those are good practices, I will say, as a married person, to be very thoughtful like that. We're very thoughtful. If he remembers, oh, she likes this or she likes that. And then when you flow like that, by the time you're married, as long as we've been married, he don't even have to say anything. I don't even have to say anything. We hear each other's voice and it's like, oh, I already know what she likes or whatever. And it changes, but they're dragging her unnecessarily. It's it's a mug.
I cannot wait for her to pop out married in 6 months.
Oh, she will.
Like, yes, that's what I'm saying. I can't wait for her to bust everybody bubble and be like, this is what just being your authentic self, not trying to play no game, not trying to play by somebody's rules. This is what it looks like. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna be clapping her up and everything. Shout out to her.
It could be just right for the right person. Yeah. Again, if he wasn't the right person, then she shouldn't stop being who she is. It's cute. It was really, really cute. So
it's sad too. I'm gonna add this last point. It's very sad because like I said, I put it on my Instagram and I had like men respond to one and women respond to a different question. And men, it has run some men away. Men say that is not, like, they usually don't hit them up after that. And I think that's really sad that men have been treated terribly to the point where if somebody is being nice to them, they think it's either an ulterior motive or something has to be wrong with this person. And that really breaks my heart. That's terrible.
I saw one of the comments, you probably saw it, where somebody was like, no, don't take anything. It's just like you bringing flowers to the date. Or were they agreeing with her? They were agreeing with it. They were like, it's the same thing as a guy bringing flowers.
Oh, it is the same. Right. But they probably could have been dragging her too. Because like women don't bring men flowers. So why would you bring a cigar kind of thing?
Yeah. I know. And here's the other part. It depends on what type of dater you are. And, we try to teach our kids, and they have, Lord knows they have dated with their intentions in mind. And so if your intention is to end up married, sis is in the right vein. Point blank, period. Because that's how, like, there's nothing wrong with spoiling your man. Because when you think about it, there are people that are having conversations about whether a woman should do this for her husband.
Yes.
There's still people mad about that.
Yes. Crazy.
I think it will spook
some. That's, and it's true. Men have even said it, like it has run men away, and they are like, this woman is too much, and that's sad. Either they mama need to show them some more love, or they need to be open to more love. Because, honey,
and yeah, it's just sad. And like I said, I love the video. Like I said, it's harmless. It shows how thoughtful she is. She's setting her intentions. Like, I'm serious about you. It wasn't an engagement ring. It wasn't anything forward. It's just like, hey, you've been on my mind. I noticed. I pay attention. So for somebody to be weirded out by that, yes, that's definitely something within them for sure.
Yeah,
I think so. So y'all leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. Are you spooked? You know, or I don't know. It's not that bad. She didn't buy him property.
Right. Here's a stock. Like, here's a what do you call it?
That would be kind of weird.
That would be very weird. Like, are you trying to invest in our future? Like, what is you know?
And it was something related to what they had talked about.
Yes, it means you're listening.
That means you're listening. Now, if she's stalking his IG and he was cleaning out his car yesterday and she noticed that he lost his favorite, I don't know, or he needed a flat tire, whatever. She noticed that he got his car washed at Jippy Jippies. And then she went to Jippy Jippies and got a coupon. That's a bit much.
That is a lot. It's like, now you a stalker.
Now you're a stalker because he didn't tell you that. But because I look at it like this. Now, the more I'm talking about it, let's say they're talking about it. She's like, oh my gosh, I love popcorn. Popcorn's my favorite thing. Da, 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 da. And then he shows up with popcorn, or vice versa.
That's cute. That's cute.
It's cute.
That's cute.
Hey, beautiful queens. That you're correct. Spooked. Yeah, we got you. So we're not going to hold you guys, because with this last story, we already so that's you. Yeah, that's you. Let's set this up.
Yeah, so tonight, y'all,
for those of you who are just tuning in,
my favorite person, y'all, they are playing basketball outside of my house, and I just can't even believe it.
I don't hear it.
It's just so loud. Okay. It's loud to me with the headphones on. So yes, my favorite artist of all time, Miss Janet Jackson, is having her what do you call it? Her movie. And I've been waiting for this. Documentary. I've been waiting for this because I've always loved her story. I've read her book. People should know about her journey. So here's the trailer here. I'm really interested to kind of like, I'm more so interested in her love life, which she probably won't talk about here, but because it's so, I don't want to say it's so secret, but because she doesn't really have a type. Like, you know, she was with JD, then she was with some white man, and then
that last guy was spooky. I could have told her, don't do it. Don't do it.
But you know,
I'm more interested in her.
Yeah.
Demita Joe.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel like, of course, we know she worked hard. We know she's, you know, a beast at her craft. But what does she like to eat? What's her fear? Like, I want to know her personal stuff, because they never reveal anything personal. Like,
and she's very meek too. She's like very quiet, very timid. And so, yes, she's this big star, but in my mind, she's just very tiny, which is, if that makes any sense.
No. I know what you mean, because but I've often questioned, and some people have, was that trained and inbred in them by Joe, or are they really that meek and docile? That's the question.
I don't even think I would call it trained. I would think that is the result of being treated in such way. It's like it's like you're afraid to be, and so you kind of just, okay, you know, go around life kind of just like, okay, well, yes, you know, which is sad.
That's my point. Like, because they all have that voice, they all have that demeanor, and so I want to see Janet. I don't want to see Janet. I want to see Janet healed from all of that, and then I want to know who she is. What do you like to eat? Where do you sleep? Like, I want to see her couch. Like, have we ever seen her house before? Like her house.
Right now.
No, I don't know what she likes to eat. Yeah.
She
That's
yes.
what
She has been, like you said, there is this mysteriousness about
Yes.
her, you
Yes.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to play it. Janet, Missy Elliott, who has never aged. And
Never.
Mariah Carey came on and said a few things, but I just love her. Janet Jackson, listen. And here's the thing. Have you ever even heard, besides the whole wardrobe thing, everyone loves her in Hollywood. I don't think I've ever heard anyone
Anything
say,
bad.
no, like, oh, I met her, she was a jerk, because you do hear that about people's faves, even the Beehive. But with her, I never heard that about her.
Yes, no. I think that's why I want to see it, because like what more can people say about her outside of, she's a sweetheart, she's talented. I want to, like, outside of those words, tell me a little bit more. So I'm so excited. I went to see her when she had a residency in Vegas. I'm gonna just tell this short story. It was during like our family reunion, and I knew she would be there. I had not had tickets like pre-planned or anything, and we had a free night, and I was like, yo, I really want to go. So I'm trying to recruit all my cousins and my mom and aunties to go, and they're like, no. And I was like, come on, like, we can just get balcony tickets. Like, we cannot miss this opportunity. She's never really in concert, and she's one of the people that I would like go see all the time. Like, anytime she was on tour, I went to go see her. My very first concert was the Velvet Rope tour when I was 8.
Oh yeah, so you ready?
So I was like all in. So we get there. I'm sitting in the last row, and I went to go get a drink, and me and my cousin went, and we're singing and dancing. Like, we're so excited, literally singing so loud, dancing in the hall. And an usher come, like a person that seat people that came up to us and was like, hey, how many people are in your party? And we were like 6, and he was like, oh, and then we were like, no, like, why are you saying oh? Like, it could just be me and her. Like, we can leave them behind. They didn't even want to come in the first place. And he was like, well, he's like, I really love your energy, and I was gonna try to like move you guys up. And we were like, well, if you do, this is where we're gonna be at. Like, come find us. And so I kind of just let it go. Again, I was just happy to be in the place. So went to the bathroom, and I saw him again with tickets in his hand. And I'm like, could he be looking for us? But he was like walking to see some other girls. So I quick ran and got my cousin. I said, he's about to give our tickets away. Like, we got to go find him. So we found him, and he was like, hey, I have these, but they're not together, but they are in the same row. And so we were like, we don't care.
Yeah, we'll get around.
I was like, we don't care.
Yeah.
And we went from literally being in the very last row, touching the wall, to being in the second row. Wow. And when I tell you, like, I did all the moves, I was singing, and Janet even came up to like where I was and saw me. We're talking basically.
Right.
And when it was over, the people around me were like, oh my God, you gave so much energy. You danced and you sang every song. I said, it is no joke. Like, I am a stan. Okay.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because, what is the tagline? My story. What is the tagline?
Don't give me the line. I don't know. Play the trailer again, because they said it at the end, right?
I don't know.
Let me see.
So y'all, we're gonna head off here in about 5 minutes. We're gonna go watch the documentary. You guys go watch it.
Watch it with us, yes, and come back.
And then come back and we'll talk about it. Yeah. Unseen person revealing, exactly.
Unfiltered. Oh, I'm so excited.
So pretty. Janet Jackson, the documentary, 2-night event, premieres Friday. I'm live, January 28th.
Period. So, yes.
So yeah, indeed. But they still say what they think. I don't know what I guess he's complimenting. Easy on the eyes. Okay. I would agree. I think Janet is amazing. She looks like a fun person who loves to laugh. Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Do you think, okay, this is what I wanted to know. Do you think she's going to show her son?
No.
You say no. Mm-mm. Yeah, because we haven't seen Lil Carlos. That ain't his name, y'all. But he's not his name. Lil Malik. We're not gonna see Malik. Okay. I love Janet Jackson. Yes, plus she was around Mike, like she got the juice. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I
Plus,
want to know what it was like to grow up with Mike, because they were both similar in age. Like everybody else was way older a little bit. So
they were super close.
mm-hmm.
They were really close. And
You got me dead calling her son Lil Carlos. Lil Carlos. That is funny to me. She has shown her son one time. When?
like she showed, you know how they be showing about like this.
Oh, when
Yeah,
that time Michael Jackson showed blanket over just the feet.
I think her and Michael being the youngest, they were close, but yeah, I think they were super close. Now I'm not saying, because here's the thing, I think somebody said, plus I never heard of Joe hitting her. Joe didn't have to hit her for her to be traumatized by whatever she saw happen to her brothers.
That's it. Because I never got whoopings, but I got yelled at, and to that alone, I can't.
Yelled at is,
I bust out crying, and she was probably the same way. All you got to do is get yelled at, and then you just be like, "Oh my god!"
Yep. We have a daughter that never got touched. You didn't have to touch her. You just look at her, and she just busts out crying. Like, what the hell? Like, we didn't say nothing. Yes. She did not like loud noises or anything. She was afraid. Like, she's so timid. Mm-hmm. But well, she was back then.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because that's the family story. Like, Lord, and if the other three got in trouble, because she was the oldest she's the baby of the top three, and then you know how my family goes. But anyway, she was the youngest of the top three. So when the top two would get in trouble, she'd be, and I'm like, dude, you're not even in trouble. Like, why? What is your problem? So I get it. She would never have to be touched. So she must be great and loving. The Janet tour and the Velvet Rope concerts. TJ.
Oh, that was State of the World tour.
A Discord. That, you know, when people say you should start, what I hear is spend more time on the internet. And honestly, you got to tell me what the heck I would offer on Discord that I wouldn't offer here. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for the compliment, I guess, but that's one of my followers on Twitter. So I'm sorry, Twitch. He says you can do watch along. Oh, thank you. Because I was wondering, there were a few things on this chat. That's what he's saying. He said you can do a watch along with your community, because there were other shows that I've wanted to watch with you guys. YouTube is not having it. So if I started Discord, we could have watched this documentary together. I see what you're saying. Lil Carlos, I'm weak. She has shown her son one time, girl. Oh, her secret light-skinned baby. He ain't no secret. We know she had him. Oh, and it did come out when they were preparing for this. You know how when they go on their press tour. She said I guess she's going to talk about this rumor that she had a secret baby with El DeBarge.
Yes. I mean, I knew that was going to come up.
Oh, you know that was going to come out.
Yeah.
And listen, I was a kid during that time, and I was like, and of course, she was my idol. Like, she would listen, love me some Janet Jackson.
Love her. I can't wait.
So when it came out, like, oh, she was married, and oh, you know, even as a kid, I knew like, ooh, she in trouble. Like, yeah. It was a flyby interview. He was still a baby. Okay. Yeah, I see your point. You good. I needed the Holy Spirit. Okay. It's a male thing, I guess. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. So, good.
We did it in time. Woo-hoo.
We did it. All right. So, all right. Esau. I don't know what this. Oh, his name's Esau? Okay. I didn't know that. All right, friends. So this is Lauren and the Melissas, okay? Sippin and Just Saying with the Melissas. Chris DeBarge, not L. Child, you know, listen, if y'all haven't been around enough, I will mess up a lyric and I will mess up a name.
The DeBarge.
But I won't forget a face.
Yes.
Yeah. So sorry, not L, but Chris. A DeBarge. I should
DeBarge. Just DeBarge.
A DeBarge. So I think we'll be back, but I'm definitely going to go watch. You guys make sure you watch and tune in, and we will be back to give our commentary, even if it's just a brief commentary.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever brief with us. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to get me a drink. I'm going to turn it on, take some notes, and we'll be back to kind of talk about it. I'm excited for that, Melissa.
All right.
Putting it on the table.
Let's see. How could I watch that? Oh,
Lifetime.
sorry.
It's on Lifetime, y'all.
It's on Lifetime.
If you have Philo, it's like PHILO. It's you can watch it there. You get a 7-day free trial. If you don't, it's $25 a month. You can get all the entertainment networks. You can also watch it if you have live TV on Hulu, I think.
Yeah, I have Hulu Live, so I'll be watching it on Hulu.
Yeah. So
and look, somebody's gonna be airing it on YouTube, even if it's just for a minute.
Yeah.
Somebody will definitely be airing it, but just search for it because someone's gonna have it. They'll be streaming it. It's just I'm not gonna be doing it. So we'll be back, y'all. Any closing words?
Any closing words? No, just look out. Always be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
Keep a watch out for Tisha Campbell's story and see how it develops. But
yes, and we'll be talking next week. If you can't come back later, I know you can. So we will be here. It's going to be about an hour or so. But we'll be back. But if you can't remember, next week we're going to be talking, among other things. Y'all see, it's a variety show in the sense of content, but we definitely going to hit on this BBL stuff.
Yeah.
So okay, bye till next time. Listen, he got to the point. He said, listen. So anyway, friends, we will see you guys in about an hour or two. I will see how long it's going to be.
I think it's 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, we'll see you in 2 hours. All right.
Bye.
Peace.